Hey y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle. Look at that. That's Randy. He's trying to run me over. Randy Baxter. Look at this motorcycle here. This is a Royal Enfield Scram 411. Now that is an interesting bike, isn't it? I bet you've never seen one like that before, have you? That is a custom kit that was made by Hedgehog. That is their logo right there. It looks like a hedgehog. Can you see that? I think they've got a couple other places here. Here's one right here. And anyway, at the time, I don't know if you can get this kit anymore, but at the time the kit was like $2,500. Came with the fenders, all of this, the windshield, the relocate kit, the bracket for this, the tank cover. This is a cover over the tank, the side covers, the tail pack. All of this came with a kit. And I look at the taillight. Oh wow, that's amazing. I think that's a taillight. Anyway, so that was the thing made for this bike. Baxter Cycle got the kit, and they don't make the Scrams anymore, but they got a Scram, and they put the kit on. And part of what they did was this. Isn't that neat? The Baxter Cycle logo there, the Iowa. So it's really an interesting thing. So the Scram itself is a single cylinder, 411cc, air cooled, single overhead cam, 2-valve. 24 horsepower motor, makes about 27 foot-pounds of torque, which is, I think it's, I'm going to say 30 foot-pounds of torque, 30 newton meters of torque. Anyway, dead reliable engine, built like a rock, 5-speed transmission. I had one for 31,000 miles, and I just had a lot of fun on my Himalayan 411, not a Scram. A Scram is a Himalayan, but a Scram has a 19-inch front tire and all that neat stuff. It's just a rock-solid engine, These things are built like a rock. I always said if I got stranded somewhere on my 411, I'd tie a chain to it and just drag it home. But the bike was really that tough. So this is, like I said, a Scram. That means it has a 19-inch tire in the front. It had a little less suspension on the travel in the rear. It's still a monoshock. I think it had a lower seat height. Now, I don't know if this has different tires and all that, so the seat height would be different. I think the Scram had a 800 millimeter seat height, or the 411 had the Himalayan had a 800 millimeter seat height, which is, I believe, 31.5 inches. Anyway, the loads of ground clearance. So the Scram was their inner city urban assault, ride it on the weekends, ride in the dirt on the weekends kind of bike. It handled better. It had a lighter front end. It had, like I said, the 19-inch front tire. It was just a little more nimble, a little crisper. A little less stable. The 411 with a bigger 21-inch front tire was a little more stable, and it was better on the gravel roads and in the dirt and stuff like that. My Himalayan, I took it. Well, you don't want to hear about that. But anyway, so this has been dirted out. It's been kitted out, dirted out. It's got the big knobby tires on it, Brigstones. I'm trying to look for it's a 190 on the front. 19. Just look at that thing. It's got a 300 millimeter disc on the front. That's with a dual piston bi-brake caliper. These are 41 millimeter tubes. I've got the brace right there. Isn't that something? Oil cooler back there. Can you see that? Looks like the stock pipe with a aftermarket Scorpion on the back there. A little protector right there. These are part of the kit. The side covers on both sides, skid plate. They've put crash bars on the side also here. I need to ride this, but I can't ride it today because I didn't bring my my riding camera gear because the weather was so crappy here today. But anyway, it's look at that rear end. How do we turn this on? Relocated the key. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, there's the tail light. Here are blinkers. Here's the brake light. Let's see if we can turn on some flashers for y'all. Check that out. Isn't that something? Let's check out the front while we're at it. Haha. Oh, Royal Enfield headlight. Look at that. That's really neat, isn't it? The big RE logo in the middle, the halo around it. Hedgehogs. Look at that. Wow. I like it. I like it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. It's got heated grips. I just noticed that. Let's turn that off. Go and turn the key back off. Did I already mention this? Yes, I did. Coming back here, it's got I think it's a 270 disc on the back for the brake with a single piston bi-brake caliper. Not sure what the size of the tire is here. Battle Axe tire. I like those. 120/90 on the rear. 120/90/17. Running over this way. Just look at all the neat things. The heated grips with the controls right here. The ram mirrors. And those are the ones. So I've got the, I think they're called double takes on mine. I rode Colorado Marks. He had double takes. I went home and bought some of my own. I did not know that Baxter Cycle Works sold the rams. Otherwise, I probably would have just got these. And what I like about these is they stay consistent in size all the way out where the double take's narrow. Now that, having said that, I haven't had any trouble with that. But anyway, I like that. I like the look of that also. It's got the the Royal Enfield hand guards. They've been painted. Now you would look at these and think, well, they're single mount. How does that, how does that help in a fall? I don't know. I dropped mine on my bike out in the middle of nowhere one day, and as soon as I dropped it, it started raining, and the hand guards did not break. It dropped right on the guards. It got scuffed right back here, and it did its job. Oh, they got an RE thing right here. This has been, hey, look at the gauge cluster. That is not, I don't think that's a stock Scram gauge cluster. Maybe it is. But look at that. So speedo on the outside, analog. On the inside, it's got the digital fuel gauge, a gear indicator, time. Over here, it's got the odometer. Is there a way to change that? I don't know how to do it. Okay, over here's the tripper. I already pointed this out. The bling right there. There's your windshield on there. That's also part of the kit, by the way. It's really a neat looking thing, isn't it? It looks real tough, Do they have an oil? Yeah, the oil cooler right there has an oil cover on it. So oil cover there, bash plate on the bottom, crash bars for the engine, hand guards for the hands. It's just got these ram mirrors. It's really got a lot going on. And I wish I could ride it, but I can't do that today. I will do it another day, I promise. Look at that, more bling right there. I think I have one of those on my Super Meteor. All the Baxter tries to put these on all their bikes so you can charge your bike. It's got a center stand. Hey, did the Scrams come with a center stand? Well, this one has one. I like it a lot. What do y'all think of this bike? What do you think of the color? What do you think of the body shape? What do you think of all this? I think it looks pretty tough, and I do want to ride it. And I think I'll wait till a good warm day, or just a good day, and we'll get the thing out and take it for a spin. I'd like to see what it does. I would not mind owning that, actually. I'm a big aficionado for the 411. I still have my original Himalayan in my garage. I'd like to have one that I could ride. I can ride that one, I guess, but I just need to put gas in it. You don't want to hear about that. But this would be a good bike for that. This would be a very good bike to keep in the garage. You'd have the spirit of the original, plus you'd have the good looks of this kit. And I do like that a lot. Very good indeed. Now, if y'all are interested in a bike like this one, the Hedgehog, this is called the Hedgehog, or if you any newer used Royal Enfield Triumph classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, helmets, gloves, jackets, pants, socks, underwear, boots. Really, socks and underwear, they really do sell them here. Get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Baxter is in Marnie. Marnie is a town of, I don't know, between 100 and 120 people. I've just shown you pretty much the whole town. Or go to BaxterCycle.com, tell them Fuzzy Biker from the mighty mini-tropolis sent you. And, get out and enjoy life, my friend. Get out and enjoy life. Get out and live. Get out of the easy chair. Get out of that couch. Get off the easy chair. I fear the easy chair. And comfort slows a guy down, especially at my age. Get out and live life, my friends. Life is good. Wahoo. That's the guy. That's the guy that owns it. Oh, that's dude. You gotta keep the grease side down. Wahoo! Vermont, Wahoo! Wahoo! Wahoo, Alaska!